slowly. Sat up in level, Mount Everest. Chilling in first class in Emirates. And at the week in the challenges. Bobby and Nike in the Adidas. Get it to Cleveland to Sanudas. And I got Kariya Bandobas. Now this is burning in Magarmach.
So very good morning to all my viewers, and I got so many stuff to tell you guys, but right now is just not the time because I only have 15 minutes to go. But until that, I'll tell you what's up today. I gotta tell you sorry before I even start my video. I know I haven't been face to face to y'all like this for a very long time. I haven't done a vlog for a very long time. The only thing I've done is Fortnite videos, which you guys gave love to. So all I want to say is thank you so much for being with me in Fortnite every single day, every single live video. Yeah, and by the way, this is my new Batman shirt. I don't know if you guys like it. That, and then I don't know if you guys see that. This is kind of big for me though, but I know I take my Gucci bag every single day, but today is gonna be different because I got so many stuff to do, which you guys have to watch. It's really gonna be exciting. So I'm gonna switch this bag with this bag. The reason I'm doing this because first I got a match today, which is not in school. So we gotta go away from school, which is like 2.5 hours from school. So I don't trust nobody with this bag. And second, today the media is gonna come to my school for the the Florida shooting thing. So I'm really excited about that. I'm representing my school on YouTube to you guys, the viewers. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe because we're about to hit 1 million subscribers. End of this year, so do it. We're working for that 1 million subscribers. So let's go. Subscribe right now. Let's go. I don't know what that was.
Read from survivors of the Florida school massacre.
The demonstration started in the east and swept across the country as clocks hit 10 a.m.
We have live team coverage of the walkouts here in Southern California. Michelle Gili is live at Northwood High School in Irvine. Candace Crone is at a school in Monrovia. But we start with CBS 2.
And prosecutors will seek the death penalty against the suspected Stoneman Douglas shooter. Nicholas Cruz originally said he'd plead guilty if the death penalty was off the table. He'll appear in court tomorrow on a 34-count indictment.
Boy, everybody. There we go.
See, my mom's at work. What up, bro?
Everybody.
I just want to get outside.
There's the Phantom right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh my god, the sun. The sun. There's the Phantom 4 right there. Phantom 4. I asked him, but he told me to back off.
Because he thought I was going to steal it.
My name is Janaya Akbar. Thank you for being here. The tragic events of Parkland, Florida have brought us together. We are here to make a change. First, give it up for Mason Hanging, who will start our demonstration by saying a few words.
Thank you. My name is Mason Penning. I would like to begin by thanking you for your participation today. These 17 minutes are in honor of the 17 victims of the Parkland High School shooting. Rest in peace, Alyssa Aladeff, who was 14 years old when she lost her life to gun violence. Scott Beagle, 35 years old. Martin Duke Aguiana, 14 years old. Nicholas Dorrit, 17. Aaron Feiss, 37. Jamie Guttenberg, 14. Chris Hickson, 49. Luke Hoyer, 15. Carol Luran, 14. Gina Montalto, 14. Jacqueline Oliver, 17. Elena Petty, 14. Meadow Pollock, 18. Helena Ramsey, 17. Alex Satcher, 14. Carmen Shentrup, 16. And Peter Wang, 15. In their memories and in the memories of every victim of gun violence, I now ask that we take a moment of silence to reflect. I now ask that we take a moment of silence to reflect. I would like to take my time today to address a post going around on social media recently in response to the student walkout. It said that rather than walk out, students should walk up. Walk up as in walk up to kids who sit alone, who are bullied, who struggle, the kids that are outcast, that are pushed in the halls and dismissed in school offense. But this post implies that school shooters have to be bullied and isolated to commit violence with guns, because why else would they want to kill their peers? The only thing one needs to be a school shooter is a gun owner. There is no other factor that remains consistent with every incident of gun violence. Remove the gun and it becomes impossible. Back to the post. To anyone who may agree and say that walking up might be better than what we're doing right now, allow me to explain why we are here and why our presence and protests matter. Using my story and the story of thousands of other students. Telling kids to walk up is not the solution to gun violence. I was bullied in elementary school and middle school, but if someone were kinder to me then, I'd still be where I am today because I don't have a gun nor the desire to hurt anyone. Walk up really means don't be vocal and public with your fear of being killed in school because it makes me look bad for being pro-gun. I walk up every day of my life. I know what it feels like to be isolated by your entire class. To be bullied and have no one listen to you, the victim. I walk up every day. I walk up to the people who have hurt me in the past and smile and ask how they're doing. I walk up to kids sitting alone at lunch and join them, even if we don't have anything to talk about. And most importantly, I walk up to my school every morning, 7 o'clock, with the notion that I will at least be able to keep my life, if not my confidence or self-esteem. That kids have to be bullied or weird or mentally ill to commit violent crimes is degrading and humiliating to me and every other child who is bullied or isolated in school. It is humiliating to every person who struggles with mental illness. It is humiliating to the tears of my 11-year-old self, my 13-year-old self, my 15-year-old self, my current self, wishing that one day the world will be a little kinder. The lesson here is simple. Despite all of my pain, I do not seek out ownership of a gun, or steal it from a family member, or purchase one illegally. I do not wish harm on anyone, and no one ever walked up to me. So give us 17 minutes to walk out. Give us 17 minutes to walk safely into the world and raise our voices against the only guaranteed factor involved in school shootings, guns. Give us the rest of our lives, free from the fear of losing our time on this earth due to a careless government and a silent network of leadership. America's gun laws. America's gun laws, as evidenced by the 97+ mass shootings since 1982 in America alone, do not protect America's youth, the minds of its future, or those who shape them. We are the future. We are here and we are loud, and we will make sure that we have a future that we want to live. Thank you. Now the organizer of this event, Jaden Newman, will speak.
Mason. Last month, on February 14th, Valentine's Day of all days, high school students at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida endured terror and trauma that most of us can't even imagine when an expelled student used an assault weapon he had legally purchased to kill 14 students and 3 adults at their school. Although school shootings like this one have sadly become more and more commonplace in our country over the past 20 years, the aftermath of this shooting has been hardly commonplace. If you're at all tuned in to what is happening in our nation, you probably know that the aftermath of this tragedy has been so unique because of the fierce and courageous responses of so many of the students that survived the shooting at Stoneman Douglas that day. The students of Parkland, Florida have met with senators, the president, organized marches, and spoken at rallies. They prompted CNN to hold a nationally televised town hall meeting where they were able to directly address their U.S. senators and representatives, and also speak to a representative of the NRA, the National Rifle Association. They've used their social media platforms to gather hundreds of thousands of supporters and followers, and they've called for high schools all around the country to walk out of their schools for 17 minutes today to demand that legislators pay attention and take action. Now, large companies like Dick's Sporting Goods and Walmart have stopped selling certain types of assault rifles and raised the minimum wage and required to purchase guns at their stores. While many people may be surprised by how successful these students have already been, I'm not surprised at all, and you probably aren't either. I'm here today for the same reason all of you are, because this is more than just a debate over guns. This movement, this spark turned to a flame, is about us. These students are initiating the change they wish to see. While this tragic event was enough to bring us together, we must take after the students of Parkland. These students are initiating change, and we will not back down about this issue or any issue that affects us and needs to be addressed in our nation. Gun laws, racism, sexism, homophobia, we've got to begin speaking out on all of these issues. Our fellow high school students have refused to be dismissed by those in positions of power, and we must do the same. I want every single person here to understand the potential that I see in this crowd today. We are not just kids. Malala Yousafzai won a Nobel Peace Prize at 17 for her work in gaining equal education for girls in the Middle East. Soraya Blair became the youngest person ever to be elected into the government in the United States when at 18 she won an election to serve in the West Virginia House of Delegates, representing a small district in the state, defeating her 44-year-old opponent by over 30% of the vote. Joshua Wong began his own activist group, Scholarism, in 2011 at the age of 14 to protest against the Chinese government's plan to implement a pro-communist education program. He brought thousands of citizens onto the streets of Hong Kong's financial district to protest. Someone say these were all just kids, or that we are all just kids. But we are leaders, we are strong, and we are united. We have grown up in an era where it's totally normal to practice what to do and when and if the dreaded day comes when our school becomes one of the multitude of schools where an individual takes innocent lives with a gun. For us, school has never quite been the safe place that it was for our parents and grandparents. When our parents and most of our elected officials were in school, they had drills for the dangers of fires and tornadoes, not drills for active shooters that threaten to take life in an instant. Together, we will create a future that we want to see. A future with safety, with equality, and with justice. I am so inspired to see students our age making changes. This is our chance to keep the movement going in our school, in our community, and in our nation. My fellow students, I cannot encourage you enough. If you are eligible to vote this upcoming primary election, do it. If you can register to vote at 17, which many students aren't aware of. We will vote because we are not just kids. just kids. We will make a change. We are not just kids. We'll stand up, speak up, and stay strong. We are not just kids. We are not just kids. We are the future. And we choose what we decide to make of it. Get educated, get inspired, get to the polls, and get ready, because this generation is capable of anything. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Isis Adrian. There should be students coming around with slips of paper. I ask you to fill them out with your answer to the question, what does school safety mean to you? We're making a display on the cafeteria window just like the one our school creates for Thanksgiving with your answers. Don't worry about putting your name. During your lunch period today, please turn in the completed papers to your counselor's corner. Thank you.
Thank you, Isis. The week after the shooting at Stoneman Douglas, former President Obama tweeted, "Young people have helped lead all our great movements. How inspiring to see it again in so many smart, fearless students standing up for their right to be safe, marching and organizing to remake the world as it should be. We've been waiting for you, and we've got your backs." We're grateful for this show of support from our former president, but we're even more grateful for the adults in our community that are here right now, specifically supporting us, the TF South students. They've encouraged us to be involved in the democratic process. Right now, I want to acknowledge the leaders, officials, and others who are here supporting us today. First, thank you to all parents and other members of the community present today. We're so happy you've encouraged our growth as individuals and in unity of students. Next, thank you to our teachers and staff members who again have showed us so much support. Especially, I want to thank those who have helped me organize this event and given me great ideas and insight. Mr. Schlesser and Ms. Barrage, I can't thank you enough for your overwhelming support. Thank you to any school board members, including School Board President Richard Dust, for taking time out of your busy day to join us in this movement. Last but certainly not least, I want to give a huge thank you to Principal Gorley. We are so grateful for your engagement and granting us the opportunity to express ourselves. Will you come up here, Mr. Gorley? Mr. Gorley, I ask everyone to give a big round of applause for him. We want to thank you by giving you this t-shirt that's commemorating today's walkout. We thank you for being an inspiration to all students and being a supportive and, may I say, fantastic principal. Hello? Okay. With that, I will close us out with a quote from this year's group interpretation play. Even though it's a fairy tale, it holds many truths. Here is one of them. Children have a kind of knowing and believing that we adults do not have. There comes a time when every kingdom needs its children. That time is now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone, for coming out today. Jaden, you've been a true leader in this event. I couldn't be more proud to be your principal. And I'm glad that I look into your eyes and I see the future.
That will conclude our 2018 walkout. We ask you to please return your coats and stuff to your locker and then be...
Time to go home, let's go home. Yes, it was really heart touching, I would say. the speech. My teacher actually suggested me to do one of that, but I was like, no, because
he's like, I'm sticking to YouTube.
No, I'm gonna stick to YouTube because if I would give a speech, I would not have a chance to take this beautiful message to you guys. So hit that like button for them, for those 17 people. Are you not recording?
I am.
I was about to say. But yeah, that was a really beautiful message.
What up, guys? We just got done with our match. It was really good. That's what they said. We won. Kinda. I don't know what was going on, so I didn't record the whole time because I was so sleepy. I haven't ate. I was so hungry. But I'm gonna go home. It's 7:30 right now.
Hey guys.
Yeah, that's my
Brother from another mother from another
country. My other brother. Anyways, I'll see you at home. Right now we're just gonna do some time lapse. So watch.
Daddy check on the man. I done it again and again. Currency exchange, got a money gram. We're spending it all. You either la da, made it the genie man. Did it the shock in the van. Larger than they made in Japan. Santa go for Zul and a dam. Made it the president Rolly. Side by the level, Mount Everest. Chilling in first class in Emirates. Ain't that the week in the challenges. Bobby and Nike in the Adidas. Get it to Cleveland to Sanudas. And I'm not carrying a bandobas. Now this body in mega much. Made it the president Rolly. Side by the level, Mount Everest. Chilling in first class in Emirates. Ain't that the week in the.
So guys, I'm back. Well, in my house, yeah. Our match was really good. Really tired. It's almost 11:30. Well, I'm really tired. I just want to go to sleep because then I got school tomorrow and I got 2 quizzes, which I'm not really concerned of because I don't really care about those. I'm failing, that's why. No, anyways, but yeah, I guess I'll just end this video. My printer keeps going off every single second. But yeah, guys, if you get the message, please share this message. Make your own video, do whatever you can, just get it out. It's just really amazing how every single student, like, we just like came out and we spoke, and it was all free, like talking about freedom, not like money wise, but yeah, it was really amazing to think of because it was really huge. I know so many people came out. Yeah, it was really amazing. It really feels good to bring such a message out towards a community where so many people can watch it, and I'm just so lucky to have you guys watching this today. And hopefully we'll hit 1 million subscribers by the end of this year, so please keep that grind going and subscribe right now because we're about to hit 1 million subscribers. And if you guys are wondering why did I not upload any videos from my match, the only reason I didn't do that because this video was supposed to be a kind of message or kind of emotional type, so I didn't want to mix 2 stuff into one, like match and the walking out, because the walking out is like a message and I didn't want to record my match and put it in this vlog. I was like, no, I'm just probably gonna do it in another match. So yeah, that's one reason why I didn't put that in this vlog. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't really that exciting anyways. It was just us hitting 2 times and we won, and then we were like, okay, whatever. So yeah, it was all good, it was all Gucci. So see you tomorrow because the grind don't stop, and from now on I promise, I swear to God, and I'm gonna keep my grind going and pick my camera up every single day and record for you guys because every day, bro. No guys, see you tomorrow. Peace out.
Made it the president Rolly. Sat up in level, Mount Everest. Chilling in first class in Emirates. Ain't that the week in the challenges. Bobby and Nike in the Adidas. Get it to Cleveland to Sanudas. Ain't that the carry a bandobas. Now this burning in mega much.